sharing. Okay,
Yes.
here we go. All right, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, we're going to put the three directors on the screen. We're going to officially welcome everybody on tonight and just say Happy Mary Kay New Year. And we are so excited to kick off. We've got lots to get into tonight. So exciting to see everybody. Oh, there's me. Okay. All right, there's Steph. And Trish, I'm sure, is coming on.
There we go.
We know that we're probably going to have some new people tonight, so we just want to just get on and first of all say hello and introduce ourselves, and we're going to do that as sales directors, and then we're going to meet any new consultants that are popping on. And so first of all, hello. My name is Tracy Chavez, and I'm the grandmama of the group. So I've been around the longest. I definitely think I think that is true. I think I've been around the longest. So I've been building my Mary Kay business for 32 years. I'm a Mary Kay sales director for 30. And so this is what I've done to provide for my family for over 3 decades. I absolutely love it. In fact, today I had the thrill of ordering our 18th Mary Kay career car, which it never gets old. It never gets old. And so when you get to the end window, you click the final button and it says, so you would like to order your new car. And yes, and it says total expenses, $0.00. Click order. I mean, like it never gets old. So if you're new here and you're wondering, do they really earn cars? Yes, the Mary Kay's car program is one of the things that is just a standout in celebrating her sales force. And so it was her dream that all of her Mary Kay sales directors would have beautiful pink Cadillacs. And so it's a thrill. So grateful for an amazing team. And I would just say that one little tip I would give as we're entering into a brand new year is a wonderful memory that I had while our national sales director, Cindy William, was an active national. And we almost always chatted at midnight Central Time on June 30th as we were ending a year and starting a new year. She'd be like, well, where'd you finish? What's going on? You know, we would have that catch up call right there at midnight. And she would say, Tracy, guess what? Every year. So I already knew what the punchline was, but she would say, Tracy, guess what? And I'd be like, what, Cindy? And she said, we're all at zero again. We get to do it again. And so our Mary Kay year runs July the 1st through June the 30th. And so on June the 30th, you finish this big goal and you have all these big numbers. And then in one split second, boom, the clock resets to zero and you start again. And so that's why tonight we're going to be talking about setting goals. It might seem weird that we're doing that in July. It's not January, but it makes sense because it's the brand new dawn of a brand new Mary Kay New Year. So welcome everyone. I look forward to getting to know everybody better. And of course, seeing our OGs in the background, all of you consultants that have been a big part of our Monday nights and our team's successes over the years. It's so glad to have you on too. So I'm going to kick it over to Trish.
Okay, well, thank you, Tracy. And Tracy is my senior director, so blessed to be a part of having you as my Mary Kay grandma. I love that. But Trish Pacheco. I've had my business for 12 years now, and I started my journey through the zoo. I met a consultant there, spun a wheel, won, and was just amazed that this company shares such great products and teaches you how to do skincare and cosmetics for free. And I really held on to that. And now my whole family knows. I've got 14 grandkids, one on the way now, so 15. And now every one of my kids, I have 5 children, they know how to take care of their skin. So the cycle of not knowing has been broke. And the whole purpose of why I continue to do what I do is because I want to pass it on. I was in the Air Force for 24 years, and Mary Kay actually retired me 10 years early because I felt that I was more needed and appreciated in this environment. Honestly, didn't realize that I needed something that I could feel, was making a difference and leaving a legacy for others. And so now that I can do that, um, oh, Fran says, "Who's pregnant?" Trish, right? And she put the @ sign. I was like, "No, I'm not pregnant." I thought you were talking about me. No, my Ralph, my husband's youngest, Veronica, is pregnant. So she's due in like January. So anyway, that's me. I'm happy to be here, and I'll pass it over to Deb.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Deb Kinkle Suarez. I'm the newest Tucson director. I debuted December 1st as a director and
Woo!
wouldn't have been able to do it without the support of many in this room, especially Trish Pacheco, because she's kind of like my mentor. As she was a director for a few years, and I really appreciated all her help and sacrifice. So thank you. And even though I have been in Mary Kay for 30 years, I love this business because you can work it when you need it, and then stay consistent, but then when you're ready to step up, it's there for you. And you have the mentors like Tracy and Trish, and now me to help you grow your business. And I just love that. There's a lot of fun, accolades, recognition, and of course, we love helping our customers and being able to have extra income for our families. So I'm just excited, and my team is growing, and hopefully they'll start joining us on Mondays. I'm working on getting everyone in the flow with their lives and stuff. So I'm glad to be here, and I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Yay.
All right. Well, thank you. And so what we're going to do next is we're going to do some introductions of new team members. So, Fran, is your new team member on yet?
I do not see her yet.
Okay, Jody has a new team member, Riley, right? Riley, that's so let me
Riley Least.
Hi Riley. If you are let me see.
You should be on.
Yeah. Oh, she's on her phone. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on her phone listening, so which is great. So if you Jody, go ahead and introduce her real quick and tell her if Riley, if you're there and you can get on and let us know. Well, let us know what got you excited about Mary Kay. So go ahead, Jody.
Okay, her name is Riley Least. I met her last week. We were shopping in Target, and I don't know, she just seemed like a pretty neat gal. So I got to know her today. We went over and interviewed her and everything, and she is a gem. She loves the gym. She has a work passion that she just loves, and she loves skincare and cosmetics. And she just seems like she'd be an amazing young gal to just pass on the torch. So she's pretty neat.
Thanks. Riley, are you there? You able to tell us what got you excited about starting your business?
Yeah, are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to turn on the camera. I can't figure it out. But yeah, I met up with Jody today. I had such an amazing time talking to her. I'm really excited to start my own business. It's been such a dream of mine, so I think this is a really good start for me. But yeah, like she said, I love skincare. I love makeup. Yes, working out, another one of my great hobbies. But it looks like we have like an amazing team here, and I'm really excited to grow and learn about this business more with everybody.
Well, good. Good. Well, that sounds great. Well, plugging in is important. So this is how we get our training. This is what we do. So
She does love
it looks
serving too,
amazing.
Trisha.
what's that?
She loves to serve people. She's got a servant heart, and she cooks at Mission, a restaurant, and she loves it. And she wants her own business, and she is a server. You can tell, and this girl's gonna go far in life. I can tell you.
Thank you so much. Does anyone know how to turn on the camera on here?
Yeah,
I'm on my iPhone.
You should have let me see if there's a way I could you should have a connect to audio, and there should be.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah, you got it.
Okay. Hi guys. Sorry, I just want to introduce myself right here.
Yay! Awesome. You did it. Welcome.
Yes. Thank you. So good to meet you guys.
Yay, welcome.
All right. Well, congratulations. Well, and if anybody else comes on that's new, Fran, if you see that, just let us know and we'll do some introductions later. But in the meantime, we'll pass it we are gonna talk about some new some announcements, and then we'll go into talking about what's coming up, and then hostess programs and move on. So I'm gonna spotlight, we're gonna start with Tracy, and she'll go
All right.
first.
Okay, well, hello everybody, back to me. So this, like I was saying earlier, this is the time of year that we reset or we relook, and Pam Shaw did an amazing job last night on her reset workshop that was on Facebook. If you didn't catch that, it's going to be on for a total of 30 days. So you can definitely go back and watch the recording on that. I mean, I can't take notes fast enough when she speaks. So yeah. So there's that. And then also Kristen Sharp had a call up that was for over a week that was talking about goal settings too, that we're gonna touch on both of those. But I had an interesting conversation with Pam after the call. So after the Facebook Live last night, I was just really my brain was turning on one comment that she made, that our attention span is now about 45 seconds. And growing up in an era, you know, I've been through many eras now just because of how old I am, but never like before, there's never in a history that we've had so much distractions from us reaching our goals than now. And so I took some time today, and I was through my conversation with Pam and kind of looking at the scientific data. I was like, the conversation I said with Pam, bottom line for you guys was, if we can master the art of not being distracted, then we have no competition. Like, we win every time. Like, the distractions are real. And so that's where I spent some time today and did a little bit of digging. But I want to ask you a question to start off with, is how much time do you feel you lost today? Did anybody lose time? Maybe it was you couldn't find your keys. Maybe it was you jumped on to Instagram to check something, and then, I don't know, this happens to me all the time. I jump on to Instagram or Facebook to do some post for my business, and then 45 minutes later I'm already on TikTok watching nutrition videos. I'm like, I don't know how that just happened, but it happens. And so my first question is, did you lose time today? Did anybody here lose some time today somewhere? And then if you're honest and you said, yes, I did, how much time did you lose? And so I want to increase your awareness around that. So what are some things that you guys can think about? You can put it in the chats, if you will. What are some things that can steal your time? What are some things that steal your time? So I'm looking for this to be a little bit interactive on the beginning, because I really think that we can change anything that we acknowledge. So Fran put answering the phone, and Laurel was messaging back, how much time? Too much time, right? Checking emails. Where else do you find that you're losing time? Just worry and doubt. So getting stuck in your head, replaying things over and over, replying to text messages, scrolling. Yes. Organizing. Oh my gosh, Trish, that's such a good one, because it feels holy and honest, and yet it is a zapper for productivity. It's productivity in getting something done, but it's not productivity in getting closer to your goals. Overthinking stuff, watching YouTube videos. You guys are getting it. Traffic, stuck in the fear of feeling ghosted, again, in your head. Getting things set up for a party, again, a noble thing that is keeping you from your goal, truly. I mean, there's so much that we can organize and get ready and prepare and even study, and yet it's not doing the thing. Getting ready to do the thing is not doing the thing, right? Preparing to do the thing is not doing the thing. Reading about doing the thing is not doing the thing. So I just want to bring our awareness to that. A goal is where you want to go, but your attention determines whether you're going to get there or not. So we are going to talk about goals and having goals and goal setting. But if you don't have the attention to the goal, that sets your intention for the goal, then it gives you the completion of the goal. So we are living in the most distracted time of ever in all of history, and the ability to focus becomes our competitive advantage. Hold on, Steve. Okay, see, that was a distraction. That was a distraction right there. I sneezed, and all you guys said, "God bless me." I know, I felt it. So I really thought about that. It's our competitive edge if we can remain focused, right? And so I love this. We may not have a goal problem. We may have an attention problem. The problem is not that we don't care about our goals. The problem is our attention is constantly being invited to go somewhere else. The 40-second statistic, and I was saying I recently heard, but I told you it was on Pam's Facebook Live last night. I recently heard that the attention span has dropped to 45 seconds, and I just looked into it, and it's almost right. Researcher Gloria Mark and her colleagues have tracked how long it takes for people to stay focused on a single task before switching. In 2004, the average was about 2.5 minutes. More recently, it's been adjusted to 47 seconds. So that is what the science is showing. That is just crazy. This does not mean that the human brain is incapable of focusing for longer than 47 seconds. It means that in observed digital work, we are switching what we intend to do extraordinarily often. We haven't lost the ability to focus. We've trained ourselves to switch. And I think a lot of that has to do with reels, right? How many of you guys can make a split-second decision on a video? Boom, like you're done. And so I just think paying attention to that. So switching is not the same as multitasking. Research on what is called attention residue. This is what I just discovered today. Attention residue shows that when we move from task A to task B, part of our attention is still remaining on task A, meaning we're not able to separate A from B. We're doing A, then we start to do B, but we're still dragging A along with us. This is especially likely when the first task is unfinished or we're interrupted. And by the way, the interruption can be someone walking into the room. Guys, my dog is an interruption. She's also the thing that gives me the greatest joy and peace and love and all of it. But let me just tell you, she crawls up in my lap and I could tap out of a goal for a little bit, just loving on my dog. She is a golden retriever, so you understand. But the same study says interruptions cost more than the interruption itself. Gloria Mark's work has found that after being diverted from an active work project, people can take about 25 minutes on average to be able to return to the original project. So that interruption is costing us time throughout the day, and we're living in the land of interruptions. So you guys, I could go on and on with all the statistics and stuff, but what I really wanted you to think about today is ways in which that you can make the change. So in a conversation I was having back and forth again with Pam today as we were discussing this topic, is she said, Tracy, I don't know how many people are really open to going through the process of allowing themselves to admit that there is some addiction going on to our phones. And I'm going to tell you that I have a problem. Like I like to have, how many of you like to have your phone within reaching distance from you? Or for some reason, my phone dies and I charge it on the back counter and it's away from me. I'm like, I wonder how much is on the phone right now. And nobody is calling me. I don't need to check anything, but if there is a dependence on it. And so there is a real reason why I believe we need PA, phone addicts support group. I think that is so true. Where we can get it so sideways, you guys, is a lot of our work is on our phone. a lot of our work is on our, oh, look, there's my golden retriever right there. See, I'm distracted. A lot of our work takes place on our phone. So we grab our phone to answer a customer's text message or to do something in there. And then before you know it, I don't know, my phone goes on to TikTok. It just happens. It's magical. And then I'm like, and I'll even say to myself, Tracy, stop it. Like, that's really where I've gotten with myself lately, is stop it. This is insanity. I'm giving somebody else my time. I'm giving a device my time. And it's not worth it. So a couple of the things that I think, number one, is important is that, one, we acknowledge, right? You cannot change that which you do not acknowledge. So if you have a problem with attention and your devices, I mean, in front of me, I've got multiple devices on my body. So it's either going to ping on my wrist, it's going to ping on my iPad, it's going to ping on my phone. If I got my AirPods in, everything is, my AirPods even talk to me throughout the day. Like, I put everything on do not disturb mode today while I was working. And you know what? I still got disturbed. Like, it's crazy the things that can get through the wall. So one, acknowledge if you've got an issue. Number two, are you willing? And that's what Pam said to me today. She goes, I don't think people are willing to make the change. And I said, very rarely do I disagree with her. I said, I think they are, but I think they don't realize what an issue is. And so therefore, they're not ready to make the change, but it's acknowledgement. So once we acknowledge it, then here's some things that I would encourage you to do right off the bat. Number one, I would set timers on your phone. So by that, you can have social media timers. I give myself an hour a day on social media. And at that point, if I'm on social media past that 1 hour, then it'll say to me, do you want to, you reached your limit. Do you want to extend this for 15 minutes, extend it for the day, or do you basically want to honor your alarm? And so sometimes I choose to ignore the alarm. I'm just going to be honest, but I'm like, that is my conviction right now, that I will pay attention to the alarm and I'm done. And actually, I taught Pam how to do that about a year ago. And so her goal right now, she set an alarm for 1 hour on social media a day. And her goal right now is that the alarm never goes off. So she told me today, the alarm has not gone off on her phone for over 3 months to tell her that she's hit an hour. And I just am like, that's so amazing. And she's also made decisions to walk away from her phone. So another thing that I'm going to tell you guys that I think that I have a 30-year-old daughter that she had some unresolved kind of anxiousness. And in that conversation with her, we were like peeling. Of course, she's working a ton, planning a wedding. She's getting married in 5 months. Like, there's a lot going on. But she's not someone who normally gets her feathers ruffled. And she's been a little ruffly lately. And so I had asked her, what do you think is the culprit? And she messaged me a couple of days ago and she says, Mom, it's my phone. I think I have a problem with my phone. She says it's constant, like right now, I just got a distraction. I just got a notification on my wrist. So crazy. But she's like, I think that I need to walk away from my phone. So she put her phone away for the weekend and she was unreachable. So now I have to message her fiance to get a hold of her. So one, acknowledge. Two, what are you willing to do about it? Are you willing to walk away from the phone? Your phone should have office hours. The problem with our phone is it has unlimited access to you. The problem with our phones is often they have unlimited access to you. It's the first thing you grab when you wake up in the morning, and it's the last thing you plug in before you go to bed. And if you've been awake for 16, 18 hours, that's a lot of time. So one, set timers on your social media, set timers on your phone, set your do not disturbs. So I have different customized do not disturbs on my phone that allow it to silence everybody. And then I have one that allows it to silence everybody but my favorites, and those are my kids and my husband. So with that said, set your timers. The other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is setting an alarm. So if you've been around me for a while, you know I work off of this. This is my little timer that I use, and it's a visual representation. So let's say I'm going to sit and do a task. I'm going to do this one task for 20 minutes. That's it. all I'm going to do right now for the next 20 minutes is follow up with my customers. That's it. I'm not going to go on social media. I'm not going to check email. I'm not going to answer a text message. For 20 minutes, all I'm going to do is XYZ. And then it sits in front of me just like this, so I can see the timer, and it'll slowly start. And the closer it gets to 0, the faster I start talking, the more dials I start to make. But then I evaluate after 20 minutes, what is my next thing to do? Am I going to continue to work with my customers, or am I switching tasks? And if I am switching tasks, how much time am I going to give myself? And I work with the timer. This becomes my boss, because when I'm my own boss, I can get distracted. Then I also want to tell you guys about a new app that, of course, Pam turned me on to. And I have a free trial if you want to try it, but it's called the New Calm app. New Calm, NUCALM app. And it has on it some amazing technology. The technology is our brain waves are functioning at a certain level. Like instead of alpha and beta brain waves, it's not, our brain is a machine, as you know. So it has these different levels on here that you can set your phone for. So for example, I was just on focus because I was just working. It has some for sleep. So I listen to this every single night, and it puts my brain in a rested sleep state. So this is amazing. It puts me into a deep sleep for the night. And it's not like the Calm app that's music or whatever. This is the neurotechnology on this is cutting edge. It's crazy, you guys. But the one that I live in is the one that's right there that says focus. So there's one that says focus, and I click on focus. And then I can choose what level of focus that I want to be at. Do I want to be purposeful, clear? Do I want clarity? Do I want my full focus? Do I want concentration? Do I want comprehension? Each one of them have different sound waves that you listen to while you're working. So I do this all day long. So it has a built-in timer on it. So I'll concentrate for 60 minutes. And I'm telling you, when you first start, you hear the music. And then about 5 minutes into it, you don't. And then all my productivity gets done. It's the craziest thing. So it's what I'm listening to all the time. So it's just, anyway, so if you want that information, I can give you that information, but it's called the New Calm app. And it's another way that I'm increasing my ability to concentrate. It's actually changing the neurochemistry of my brain to get me into a brain wave that allows me to concentrate and to focus. So that's pretty amazing. But what I really just want to say is to increase your awareness with what is distracting you. And then, we've got to take control over that. What could change in your business if for the next 30 days you stopped asking, do I have enough time, and started asking, am I protecting my attention? And one of the things that bothers me, well, it's one of my very few pet peeves I have with my husband, very few, but he'll say, I was too busy, I didn't get to it today. Don't tell me you're too busy. Because I saw you scrolling, or I saw you, outside just looking at your plans. Like I saw you had time, but it wasn't a priority. But you guys, the important things in our life must become a priority. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with is some advice that my director, Carmen Felix, gave me a long time ago. And she taught me the skill of, she said, Tracy, when you're with your family, be with your family. And when you're with your business, be with your business. Yes, that's the New Calm app. I actually have a special link that you guys can try it for free, and then it's less expensive. So Pam has a partnership with them. And so because of that, I have this link that you can try it out. So I'll figure that out and I'll pop it in the chat. But you guys, I'm just telling you, that advice from Carmen was brilliant, because when I was with my family, I was with my family. And when I was with my business, I was with my business. But guess what? We didn't have mobile phones. The internet wasn't created yet. It was very easy to stay focused on what I needed to focus on. We're not in that same game anymore. And so I'm just going to really encourage you, look for opportunities this week that you've seen your attention get pulled in different directions, and then call it out. Call it out and say, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm going to put my phone away, or I'm going to purposely hang it up on the back counter. Okay, this really is the last thing I'm going to say. I do a silent retreat, usually at least once a year. So hopefully, if I can get into 2 times a year. And what is a silent retreat? I go 72 hours without talking or speaking to anybody, including I have 0 electronics. And the first time that I ever did it, I thought I was going to twitch. I was going through withdrawals. And I had asked them if I could keep my watch because it tracks my steps. And they're like, no, you can't keep any electronics, nothing. And I just was like, I felt so naked. I gave them my iPad. I gave them my phone. I gave them my AirPods. I gave them my watch. I gave all my devices away. And for the first 24 hours, it was insane. I kept wondering, what time is it? What am I doing next? Like, is there someone talking to me? But I'm going to tell you this right now. By day 2, I was 100% relieved at the decreased amount of stress that was in my life. By the 3rd day, I didn't want any of my devices back. In fact, when they finally gave them to me, it took another 5 or 6 hours for me to turn them on. I don't ever want to turn these on again. So I'm just going to encourage you guys to be that awareness about it. Might not be a goal problem. Maybe you've set the goal, you've got the tracking, you've got the goal poster, but instead it could be a focus problem and a distraction problem. So let's work on that as well. Keep our awareness around that. Okay. So Trish, I think you're next.
Actually, I think we'll go with Deb to tie into
Okay.
the $1 million into that. Is there any questions before we move on? Also, I put the link in our boards for Pam's. I put it in here too for Pam's video that'll only be there 30 days.
Okay.
And there's also a link to our board of the goals under goal setting about what Deb's going to talk about too. She's going to talk about Kristen Sharp's goal
It's the $1
setting.
million message.
Yeah.
If you're not on there, it's a Facebook page and you can click on it and then it takes you to a YouTube that's recorded by the Nationals, the $1 Million Nationals. And Kristen Sharp's, it's still on because I actually, right before this meeting, I went and listened to it again just to refresh. But I did listen to it about a week ago, and it talks about your dreams. And her biggest thing, which hit me too, she goes, you can have whatever it is you want as long as you know what you want. And she said a lot of people have a problem. They don't know what they want. And that's why they don't have it. And I thought that was really interesting on her to bring that. And she said that's why she has been so successful, because she's always known what she wants. And then she focuses on it and goes after it, makes her dream book, dream board too. So it's really about getting together with yourself and writing down, she said, sit down one time, like write 25 to 100 dreams that you have. Nothing's too crazy. Nothing's too wonderful. Whatever it is, write them down. Just write down 25 to 100 dreams that you want. And then read them every day. Instead of listening to the $1 Million Message for the last week, read them and go through them and maybe take some out, add some, because to get your brain working. So you're thinking about, oh, I could have a pink Cadillac. Yes, I could be a director. Yes, I can do all these things because now you know what it is you want. And it doesn't have to be Mary Kay specific. It could be in your life. It could be trips. It could be, building a family, buying a summer home, whatever you want. But the practice, instead of writing it down, and there is, she talks a little bit about, hand to paper. It's definitely has a lot with your brain to help the juices flow, to help you even create even more fun and exciting and extreme ideas. So that's the number one thing. Knowing what you want is the key to getting what you want. And then she also says, dreams do come true and you get to live them in freedom and abundance. So whatever the mind can create, and create, whatever my mind can create, think about, you can bring about. So it's really very, very helpful. Then she said, get a book, so my book, get a dream book, and write down these 12 categories. And she said, but start with what excites you, but there's 12 areas you should talk about. The physical, dreams, the emotional dreams, the intellectual dreams, your spiritual dreams, psychological dreams, of course, your material dreams, which of course I went right for the Cadillac on mine, professional dreams, financial dreams, your creative dreams, legacy. What's your legacy dreams with your family, maybe your career? Character dreams. What kind of things do you want to do to help build your character? You're going to get up at 5 a.m. every day and do a workout, right? That's the character dream. Adventure. And then I said professional and your adventure dream. So I think that should be 12. And again, it's if you want to go, you can still listen to it. I don't know if you can get the link, Trisha, because it is on Facebook. That's how I get to it. I don't do the call,
Yeah,
and I do.
I put the link
Facebook.
and the worksheet is in the
Perfect.
chat. There's goal setting links and guides. You click on that and there's a link to the YouTube video that you could, it's a video, but you just listen. It's recorded on YouTube every day. So
Yeah.
you could listen to it, and then the worksheet is there too that kind of summarizes everything she talked about.
Perfect. Yes. And then she said, after you get your 25 to 100 dreams, narrow it down and then come back and look at them after a week and do short term within 12 months. That's the dream. Midterm, 1 to 5 years, the dream. And then long term, which is 5 or plus years for those dreams, and help categorize those. And I didn't use the dream format that she had. I just used a book, and then she said, keep your dream book, take it everywhere you go, read it every day. She says the key is reading it every day to help your brain solidify it. Oh yeah, I saw that on Voxer. I did download that today, and I will be filling it out with mine. But I do have my little book because I'm still, each day I'm reading, I'm like, oh, something else popped up. So I really love that, because the more you dream, the more your dreams take on, some really meaningful things for you. So, anything else to add, Trish, on that?
You did great. Anybody have
Trisha,
questions?
I don't see where you sent it. I'm not getting any more chats. Did you put it in the chat just a bit ago?
Uh-huh.
It's not here.
Yeah, mine was delayed too.
Oh, I'm not getting anything. The last thing I got was, there's a storm going on right now, so I don't know if we're going to get it. So we'll eventually.
Okay. If you go to the board under goal setting, everything's in there.
Okay. Goal setting boards.
Yep. So for the new people listening, too, also, so Boards is an app, and it's also a website, so you could have it on your phone or the computer, and it's where we drop all our information and resources and links and training and events, and it's where we put all of our stuff. So I put a link directly to the board that just is labeled goal setting, but that's like down deep in, there's a lot of other folders in there, but so just real quick too, I know that I believe Louisa is on. She's one of my new consultants, and I just wanted to welcome her. She's not on the Zoom, but she's watching in YouTube. So hi, Louisa, and welcome. And I'm so excited that you're a part of our group. And so this is great training for you. I just wanted to give you a shout out before we moved on. Okay, so a couple things too, just kind of going back to the goal setting too, that I'd like to just kind of add to. I've listened to, but I did both, and I've been doing this for 12 years, and with Mary Kay. But I will tell you, before Mary Kay, I was in the Air Force, and I had certain things that I liked. I had goals. Like I really wanted to get my degree, and I really wanted to become an officer, and I really wanted to be a commander. And you guys, in that time period, I set my sights on that. And so think of a time, and then I achieved every one of those things, right? So when you're in the position of doing something like creating what you're going to do next, because I will tell you, when Mary Kay found me, and I was Mary Kay born, so to speak, I realized I stopped dreaming, and I stopped looking forward to the next step in the journey. And so you have to sometimes tell yourself too, where am I at? And are you still on the journey? And what is next? What's going to bring you more joy? What is going to be next for you, to keep you going? And however, whatever that looks like, it's going to be different for everybody. But it was when I started listening to this type of training and this type of mentorship, and I will tell you, the mentorship in Mary Kay, what like highly exceeded like any type of mentorship and training, for me personally, internally, that I had ever received, like that actually makes me believe who I specifically am. I received some great training from the Air Force. No, don't get me wrong, some great training, leadership training, and some of those things. But to really dig into who Trish is and what I have to offer, and what is going to be Trisha's legacy. So when you're doing that dream list and those goal lists, and you're thinking, what am I going to do next, and what's next in my journey? What's like, who are you going to make a difference in somebody's life? Like, how is it going to affect other people? Because everything that we do is in some sort of a service, whether you're volunteering, whether you're working, you are serving a community of people at some point. And where is it, and what community do you want to serve next? That's really what I think is so helpful to determine, how you are going to build those categories that Deb was just talking about, and how you're going to take those goals, and then use what Tracy was talking about to stay focused on getting those goals done, because that is the biggest challenge overall. But if you could get organized, and you could get all your ducks in a row and figure that out, but if you don't have a path to knowing where you're going to go next, what use is it? Like, you have to know what the end result is. And so really sitting down and focusing in on setting those big goals. And also, some of Pam's training that I think is also, you'll hear it in her training, but you hear it all over too, is, you are the combination of the 5 people that you hang around with. So in this, in this beginning of our Mary Kay year, or wherever you're at, like even if it's the beginning of a new year in January, whatever, but really taking inventory of the people that are surrounding you, and embracing the people that care about you, and breathe, like belief into you. They believe in you. You want those people around. You want to make sure you're hanging with those people, and you want to graciously release those that are not. Grace is like, and that is, there's no right or wrong way of what that looks like, but what that really is people who are dragging you down, right? And I remember my dad, when he retired from the Air Force, they wanted to throw him a surprise retirement party, because he said he didn't want a retirement party, right? And he said, why should I go sit around a bunch of people that are going to pretend that they're happy for me at retirement, when those are the people that were putting the oil on the pole as I was trying to climb my way up, right? So you got to know who those people are in your life. Who are those people that are trying to bring you down because they want to go up? They just want to stand on you to go up, or they want you to be in their place, wherever that place is, and they can, live in that area. And I will tell you that breathing belief is the biggest one. This is the reason why I'm just bringing it up right now, is because you surround yourself with, also social media. Like, if you listed in your goals when you're sitting this, who are the 5 people that speak into you? That includes social media, like TikTok. That it doesn't have to be a person. So when you say graciously release, you go back to what Tracy was saying about the distractions. Graciously release the TikTok and not have that be your top 5, right? And then when you wanted, Pam also talks about stacking habits with a habit, right? So when you graciously release that empty space, replacing it with somebody who's breathing belief into you, who's lifting you up and bringing you to a better place, who is going to make you better. And if you're changing those habits into the new year, I even said this with my daughter, you guys. I'm telling you, like, I'm just going to be real open and transparent. She'd probably die to know that I'm talking about her. But you know, she recently broke up with a boyfriend. And I told her that time that you spent with him, you need to do what, replace that habit of time with something else. And so you will not notice that you won't have that space where your brain is going to make you go into a place where you're going to be sad or, you know, start doing things with your thoughts. So that's the same thing when you have to replace a habit with a habit, like put something else positive in there. So if you're doing things like scrolling or the things that you put on the list that you shouldn't be doing that we were all talking about earlier, take that time and put a new thing in there. And instead of doing that thing, then you figure out what's going to reach you to that one thing that you're setting your goal to. So, but listening to Pam, she says it so eloquently. I'm telling you, I listened to it a few times, watched it, and it's so good. Take some notes, but understand that the whole focus on her call and the $1 Million Message is to get your mind set for what you want. And knowing how to, in this difficult time that we're at, how to get that going to achieve. If you're in the same place you were in last year with a goal, then one of the things too is to establish trust with yourself again. I thought that was a great one. Like if you said you were going to meet the goal and you didn't, well, now you have to establish trust back into yourself by setting something where you could say, I actually can do it. And then set something that you are going to do. So your brain resets to say, oh, I can actually trust and I believe in you too. It's almost like you have to tell yourself that you believe in yourself again. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of trickery. But anyway, such great ways to move forward. Yes. Thanks, Sandra. It's only a snapshot in time in your valuable life. Strive for peace in yourself. That's exactly right, Sandra. Thank you. I mean, it is, and you find that one thing that's going to bring you that joy, and that will make everything, your family surround you. You know, talking about what Tracy was saying about when you're with your family, be with your family. You guys, I'm telling you, like, I realized that like I have to be best for myself too. You know what I'm doing? And this might sound funny, but I'm going to join a golf club. I'm going to join a golf club because I truly love to golf. And if I give myself that one space where that's me, that's my reset. And I realized I probably wasn't doing anything like that for me to reset to be better for my family. Do you know what I mean? So give yourself that moment of joy. Put yourself in a position where you can be 100% with your family. And when you're better, then you're like, it's like the Etch-a-Sketch. Go like this and you got a fresh slate and then you feel so much better about it. So, okay. So, well, moving on. So I'm going to talk about, first I'm going to share the calendar, you guys. We'll go into some announcements and then this will lead into that. So we're coming, here it comes. Okay, so the calendar, if you might have seen, let me just scroll up a little bit. So here we are with the Zoom, just New Year's goals coming up this week. So we have enrollment for fall PCP and holiday PCP, which is the preferred customer program. So if you want to get lookbooks, which is our catalog, to customers, you basically have to enter your customers, go on to InTouch, enter your customers in there, or have them create a profile themselves. And then you could send them a book, and that's called enrolling. You go in there and you select all the customers you want to receive a book, and Mary Kay sends them a book for you for like 95 cents, I think it is. I forget. Yeah, thank you, Jody. Jody's got a picture of it. All right, she's showing it. And so that's a great way to get in front of your customers at least every quarter. So a new book comes out every quarter. And when you subscribe to your customers getting a lookbook, when the new products come out, you are able to order 10 days in advance of everybody else. And they sell out quick. Some things sell out super quick. So that's a definite benefit. Even if it's one person, one customer, you will get the early ordering opportunity. So speaking of that, so on the 17th, on Friday, is the consultant early ordering opportunity for the new skincare device, which we'll talk about here next. But it is, so if you qualified for that through the purchasing of the online sale orders last month, that you would have gotten a message from the company saying you qualified and you'll be able to order that device starting on the 17th. And then just for people who might want lead generation, the Safari Nights is, yeah.
One sec. Where actually those people who qualified can order now. Everyone can order on the 17th.
Oh.
Early was started on the 13th, which is today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I messed that up.
No worries. I just want people to know if you qualified, you can get on and get it ordered today.
Oh, that's okay. I thought that was for directors. Sorry.
No worries.
Got it. Thank you. Okay. So then, so one of the things too, that we're going to try and kick off, before I move on with the calendar, I'm going to, share a screen, and I'm just, to be honest, we're not 100% like, we have a couple things to still discuss and talk about between us to get to the, where we want to be with it, but it's called a money tree. Okay. And the money tree is like, it's a hostess program. And so what it means is that in general, so if you want to participate in this program, there's going to be a fee to get entered, and you could enter the program, and that money goes into a pot that will be on an actual tree with money in it, and all your hostesses that you have for the quarter between July 1st and September 30th, when you have a hostess that qualifies to be put into the money tree, her name will go into a pot, like onto the money tree, and then we're going to have, at the end of the quarter, we're going to kick off an event in October to celebrate all the hostesses, and whoever is the top hostess, if they got 500 or more in sales, that they will get $100 at the event. Okay. So this is like how to grow your money tree. This is going to show you, like, the first thing is how you qualify is you just hold one or more qualifying beauty experiences. Like, it doesn't matter if it's color, skincare, color, not. However, when you're meeting with somebody and there's 2 or more guests there, that is considered like a party, a beauty experience, whatever you want to call it. And so total of 3 with the hostess. And then there's sales at the event that are a minimum of, for every $100 in retail sales, that she's going to get 1 entry into the money tree. Okay. And then the celebration will be on October 10th, and that's tentative right now. We still need to just kind of confirm that. I just threw out a date, and I got to talk to the girls still and see what works out. But 18 years or older, and then we will celebrate all those hostesses, and there will be recognition at this event. So if you participate, we're going to bring in stars. We're going to recognize reds. We're gonna throw a bunch of great recognition, like for not only the guests who are doing, or the guests who are the hostesses, we're going to love on them, but we're going to also love on the consultants of those guests. And so it's going to be a really cool event. And we are just kind of still putting it together. I just thought, I heard about it and I've never done it before. If you've been in Mary Kay a minute or two, you've probably done it. I've heard it, but this is the first time I've actually said, you know what, I want to try to do it. And we talked to the girls about it. So there's more information coming. But with that, the whole theme, and we're gonna start it for this quarter. If it works out and it turns out it's okay, we might take it further. But we're just gonna do it on a trial basis. But we need your input and so what that means is you say, yes, I want to do it. We'd have a registration where you click on a Google link and you register and you're in, you pay your fee. And then you'll just, every time you have a hostess, you're going to go in and do a Google link and put that person's name in there and update the sales of that party for the quarter. So then she can track the hostess, and you will track all the outside orders that come with it. And it all goes towards that hostess's dollar amount. And so, and that she has to be present to win. That's the real key thing. We're really trying to do events that bring people together, that really reward not only our customers, but ourselves, and bringing people together and finding things that we can have community on and celebrate together. And I really think a lot of women still want this, even though we've gone a lot of virtual things. We want it too. And it's also more helpful for us to do these like quarterly, because we got to a point at some point where we would have big events and we would schedule them, and there wasn't as many people coming. So we're trying to just find bigger events that we could do to bring more people to, and just maybe have them quarterly. So if you could really plan on attending, put it on your calendar, and then celebrate your guests and your hostesses and tell them this is what we're doing. You could get entered to win $100 and more. We're going to do prizes and giveaways and of course food. Sometimes just tell them there's going to be food there, and that's all you got to tell me.
And really building up that in-person community and gathering and recognition for the consultants is really a lot of fun too.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. Okay, so let me I just want to check the chat.
Yes.
We haven't decided on the actual fee exactly yet. So we're just kicking that around, and we'll push that out. Quarterly, yes, Heidi, doing it quarterly. Yes. So this is just our way of trying to do that. So going with that in mind, it is like, it's a beauty in bloom. It's a money tree. And so we're talking about growing and planting the seed, and where you plant the seed and you water it. How do you take care of it? And so everything we do is going to kind of be surrounded by the harvest of the results of what you do when you plant seeds and you take care of the business as it grows. So that's why you might see some in our calendar. We're finding fertile soil, is a skincare class. So on the 20th, we're going to do in person and Zoom. But we'll have we'll be doing the skincare class, just like what we did last month too. We did it a few times where we go in with skincare and then we do a foundation match. I agreed with Tracy when she says, I think we really need to keep doing these foundation matches for a while until people get used to them. And then putting the skincare in there. You guys, anytime that we are on an in-person event, you can always bring people to do a skincare class. There's other rooms there, but this is going to be specifically a skincare class. So bring them for skincare and a foundation match again. And you could come and learn. It'll be great. Even if you don't have guests, come come in and see the way things are. Come and try it yourself. If you have not even gone through it yourself, come to one of our events and feel it and be able to try the products. So that's on the 20th. And then the 27th, we're going to do another virtual skincare class, just like we did last month. I know things are slow going, but this is, even we had like a few guests on last time. But this is for you, you guys. This is how you say, okay, if you're working virtual, let's go ahead and send them packets. Tell your director, or if one of us is your director, obviously, tell us and we'll help you get them a sample packet. Okay, so you can get them into the virtual. And the virtual is also a way for you to learn like how to do a virtual skincare class. Because you guys, I have clients all over the United States. And this is the way sometimes just to say, hey, even if they're in Tucson, you guys, sometimes I've met with moms that just say, I cannot get away, but I really want to be able to do this. So meet them halfway, meet them where they're at. Tell them, let me just give you this. And then jump on this virtual event that we're having on the 27th. And then just sit on, we'll be able to walk you through it. We're going to get your skin ready for bed. So we'll do that. We'll explain some, how to use the products. And so try to do what we have the flyers, and we'll post those flyers for you for those events too. But get people on them, because that's what's really important about that. So with the Hostess program, Trace, did you want to talk about the one that you built today?
Sure, that'd be great. Can you?
Okay, I have it up. Did you have edits to it, or like the last one that we did?
Last one I did.
Okay.
So you guys, I really thought about this. This new technology that we have with the Skinvigorate Duo is so exciting. I mean, it is, when I tell you one side is to clean your face, the other side is warm, and it allows those serums to penetrate your skin. We're talking next level. You know how crazy I am about K-Beauty, and that Mary Kay is K-Beauty, and that we have cutting level skincare, and that we need to be providing that extra, right, with our clients. And so this, I feel like they made it for us. Like when it came out, I'm like, is this so K-Beauty or what? So what I wanted to share with you is that I created this Hostess program based on our old faithful Hostess program that was 100 and free to party with me. And so I don't know if you can put that graphic back up, Trish, and I will get this out to all of you. We'll share it. I'm sure we'll post it on the Monday night boards page. But with this also includes 4 different ways that they can earn in order to get up to $100, which is your Skinvigorate Duo is $95. So if they hold their party on the originally scheduled date, it's a $25 credit. If they have 5 guests join them, it's $25. If they have 300 in party sales, it's $25. If they have 2 guests book their own party, it's another $25. So that is where you would find the $100 that they could do. If they only have one of the 4 things that they do, they get a $25 hostess credit with you. If they do 2, they get a 50. If they do 3, it gets 75. But even if they max it out and they do 4 of 4, that Skinvigorate brush costs you half, which is basically let's call it $50. What was that?
$47.50. Sorry, I did the math.
$47.50. Yeah, it's $47.50. Well, if they max it out, you've got $300 in sales already. Plus, you've got 5 new customers. Plus, you've got 2 future bookings. It's so worth it. And so this is how I built my business, was 100 and free to party with me. And I just thought, how amazing is it? So I've already created a basic flyer. I've created this flyer. I also have all the scripts already written. And it's very much like, hey girl, are you one of those people that if it's hot, exciting and new, you want it? Are you the girl that, is FOMO? You don't want to miss a thing that's new and exciting? Then this is going to be for you. And so I already have the scripts, everything locked and loaded. This will play in perfectly to what we're doing with the Money Tree, because as their hostesses, not only will they qualify for this, your hostess program, but then they can also qualify for the Money Tree as well. So it's just a way for you to get out in front of this. So I would right now, you're getting yourself a brush already. So look at how many hostesses do you want to have over the next 30 days. And I would say have enough brushes in stock to service those hostesses right off the bat. So if you want at least 5, then you're going to need 6 brushes. So just really plan that out. And then I'm a big visual person. I would line those brushes up in front of me, and I would put a little sticky note on it, and I would put This one is going to go to Susie. This one is going to go to Karen. This one is going to go to Sally. So I know exactly who I'm working with to get those brushes in their hands. And it's going to be an easy opportunity for you to get them excited about skincare. And you guys know what? When you pull that out and you're able to at your party show them how that brush is used, how you get the serums working deeper into your skin. What? Like, everybody's going to be a hostess. So it just is a great idea for you to run with. And again, some of you have already qualified. Ordering started on the 13th, which is today. The rest of everybody, you can start ordering on the 17th and get your brushes in and get your plan in place. And don't get distracted. Stay focused. Put them up in front of you with Post-it notes on it. And you guys, who are going to be your first 5 hostesses? Like, seriously. So we'll post in all the right places, all the scripting, the pictures, everything. Any questions on that?
Did you guys say it retails at 90, right?
95.
95, so we get half. Okay, and then you don't think these will sell out, do you?
I don't think so. It's
Okay.
very rare that the company launches a brand new regular line item that sells out right away. But
You never know.
people are excited about it,
Mm-hmm.
but I would think not.
Yeah. So on that, if you guys, has everybody kind of read up on what it does and what it's about? So, look at Fran. Fran's like, yes.
I love
Um,
this one. I can only imagine what this one's gonna be like. Wow.
Here. So,
I love no replacement heads.
No
That
replacement.
is a game changer. And the heated part to put your serums on, I can't wait to do that. It's going to be
yes.
so great. So great.
Yeah. So there is the silicone size, the soft silicone bristles to help clean, and then it vibrates technology. And let's see, good for daily use. And one thing to know is this one is not shower proof. So you cannot put this one in your shower.
Good to
You,
know.
because the other one I use in the shower every day, but this one is not. And then the thermal is the back end of it. So it's the other side. And what Fran was talking about is our last one had replacement heads that you had to replace every so often. So this one is just good. So it's the warming massage side, helps you for better absorption of products for your skin, and boosters, and all those things. And then you just have to, be able to rinse it, to clean it, periodically, just because it's silicone. But so then the price is, the price would be, for retail price is 95. For an inactive consultant, if you do it at the 30%, you would get it for the 66.50, and if you're an active, it would be 47.50. So that just is the 30% versus the 50%. So just know where you're at and what you're ordering, and if you're ordering a few of these, obviously it might even take you right to that 50%.
Hey, Trish,
So-
can you put that up one more time? Just
Yeah, sure.
that right there, one more time, please. Important.
And then we'll put these in the, you can go and look at them in the July folder,
Okay.
on boards. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. And so we'll talk more about the date, to making sure what our date's going to be on a quarterly event. But I just targeted October 10th in the morning at 10. But I have to see if that's going to work for the other directors, and see too if other directors in the studio want to do it. I think it'd be kind of cool if we get more people to do it too. The more the better. So we'll finalize on that, and then we'll make sure we get it out to everybody. All the final details. Sound good?
Yes, very good.
Okay. I think that covers it. Did we cover
I
anything
think we
else?
did. No? We'll
Okay.
get more information out to you as it comes available, you guys, as we kind of narrow things down. But we just wanted to get you guys on board with what's coming, and then we'll bring more information later. So
Yes.
we
Okay.
will
Well,
be
welcome
back
again.
next week.
Okay. Well, welcome again to all the new folks that are on. If you're watching now or later, welcome. I appreciate you guys, and let's do this. I'm so excited for our events this month. So thank you guys so much for participating. And plus this money tree thing, it's only going to be successful with your hostesses being there. So like it won't be successful if nobody has hostesses, obviously. So it's meant to be better. So so talk it up and give us any ideas that you have too. We're definitely open. Just trying to do things to work for you guys and for all of us together. All right. Well, you guys stay safe out there. Stay out of the weather. If you're here in Arizona, it's getting crazy monsoons. So stay safe.
Thank you.
Love
Good
you
night,
guys.
everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye.